Welcome everyone to Hitman 2016 Pro Mode Episode 2 Sniper Assassin Challenge, and I am Bada Boom. And you want to start off in the IC safe house. You want to have the breaching charges in your inventory, smuggle in the sniper rifle, and then head out the back door. You want the emetic poison in your inventory. Make sure to pick up the brick before you start to scale along the wall, and then we're going to go right into the window. Now, I'm going to be using a format that is pretty close to what I did for Silent Assassin Suit only for this episode. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to camp out here for a little bit, and then you'll notice around the 1 minute mark that the prep cook over there that has the red on his shirt is going to start making his way over to the right side. And then once the timer's around about 1:15, 1:16, you'll notice that he'll start making his way back over to where he was prepping at that time. And then once he starts to motion that he's going to go back that way, we're going to turn the radio on like we just did in the footage.
Come on, man.
So that's going to get Chef Marcello to go around to check the radio, and then we're going to sneak right around here. We're going to use that emetic poison to put it in the spaghetti sauce. And then we're going to go back around the corner because you can see the other cook. He's putting down the frying pan, and then he's going to go back to prepping at that time. And Chef Marcello is still by the radio, and now he's coming back. So we're going to move around here, and we're just going to slowly walk around the corner, but we're not going to stop. We're going to go out the door, and then we're going to corner cover. Don't worry too much about the guard. Put the breaching charge on. Throw one as far as you possibly can. And then at that point, start moving away when he looks away. Once we get down over here, we're going to pull out the ICA Chrome or whatever weapon you choose. Shoot the bell. We're going to pick up the crowbar, and then we're going to make our way over to the back door of where Caruso works in his little office space. We're going to wait here until the guard that's above us starts to move, and that's usually around 2:37, 2:38 time period wise, which will be here in just a sec, and we're going to move along as he moves along. Go ahead and use the crowbar on the door, and don't worry about area being investigated, and then from this point, put on your gun and just take your time. We're going to shoot out the camera right here. And then from that point, we're going to go down one flight of stairs. From this point, we're going to change to the crowbar, and we're going to wait for that bodyguard who's going to come down and investigate to pass through this hallway, and then we're going to nail him with the crowbar to pacify him. So that is done, and we're going to pick up his gun, pick up the crowbar, and we're going to drag him into the crate and dump him right in. And now what we're going to do is we're going to head up another flight of stairs, and we're going to go to where that other bodyguard is, the one that the suspicion meter was building up from, and we're going to quickly get over there, and we're going to come up behind him and pacify him. And now what we're going to do, we're going to pick up his gun, we're going to drag him up to the trunk that's up by where the videotape is, and then we're going to dump him inside that trunk. So now what we're going to do, we're going to just drop the pistol because there's no point for us to keep it. And then we're going to go out the door. Once we get over here, we're going to climb up the pipe because we're going to take out the security camera that's up here ahead of time. So that security camera's down. Just go ahead and drop back down. And then we're going to sit right over here, and we're going to wait for Silvio Caruso to come over here, and then we're going to snipe him. And once I start looking in instinct again, you'll see him at one point get up. He'll be up from the chair, and then he'll start walking in this direction, and then he'll start getting sick due to the rat poisoning. So we're going to snipe him, and so Silvio Caruso is down. He ends up falling over the side, and it's actually better to have him fall over the side than for his body to sit there and then the guards find him, because then it opens up another whole can of worms that you don't want to have to go through. So once this guard turns around, we're going to hurry up and run over into the open area where we can climb over. And then what we're going to do, we're going to come in here and we're going to corner cover. We're going to wait until Francesca DeSantis goes in front of the desk, and then the bodyguard starts to move over to the right. And you have to be careful when you do this so you don't get busted. Because especially with the suspicion meter and the whole head turning thing, it's really easy for it to happen here. So she's going in front of the desk, and shortly that bodyguard's going to move. And now we're going to open the door and break the cover, and we're going to shoot her. And we're going to quickly get over to her, and we're going to drag her inside the trunk and dump her. We already picked up the Biolab keycard, and now we're going to get out of there really quickly, and we're going to crouch here, and you notice that the bodyguard is back there again. And once he starts to turn the other way, we're going to make haste for it at that time. Now, when I get over here, there's a scenario that can happen, and it kind of happens in this video clip where first I go to get the coin because we're going to obviously need that, but I start to go down the stairs and one of the bodyguards is coming up. Now, this doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen, and you have to kind of be aware of it. So I go outside the door, I open it, and I toss the other breaching charge, but for some reason, instead of going for the breaching charge, he continues to come up to the stairs and up to the door.
Not worth the hassle.
As you'll see in the video clip.
Command, possible disturbance in my position. Checking it out.
So you can see that he's coming up the stairs now, and we're going to go ahead and pacify him. And we're just going to go ahead and leave him right there. Now, this scenario doesn't happen too often, but it does happen, so you have to be aware of that. So I went ahead and picked up the breaching charge again. And before you get to the bottom of the stairs, there is another camera that's down here that you have to be aware of. So that camera is down. We're going to use the card to gain access to the biolab. And now we're going to put the coin on. And once we get over here, we're going to corner cover in front of the obstruction, or whatever you want to call it. And that guard is going to be coming over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit right here, and we're not going to do anything. We're going to wait for him to go back in the other direction and get all the way over there, and then we're going to toss the coin out here over to the right. And that's going to get the guard on the right, that's getting his attention. And once he starts to move towards that, we're going to break the corner cover, and we're going to nail this guard with the brick. And then we're going to change to the crowbar and nail this other guard. So both of those guards are down, and what we're going to do from here is we're going to drag him into the crate and dump his body there. And then we're going to go over to the other guard, and we're going to do the same thing. And I end up going back over to the where the other guard's body was, because I forgot to pick up the crowbar actually. After I shoot the camera, of course, first. And it's always going to be random what guard comes over to investigate, and the guard that's coming over right now, he is going to be the other guard that we're going to have to take out of the picture too. But we're not going to kill them because we don't want to, or we'd end up losing the sniper assassin challenge when we're making really good progress. So he's moving away. We're going to go ahead and go down. And it decides to hop off the pole, so we have to hop back on. And then slide down the pole. But we have another camera that we got to take out. And it's right there on the side of the building. Now, as I said before, it's random what guard comes over to investigate, so that's something that you want to be well aware of. So once he goes away, we're going to put the coin on, and we're going to make our way to where the guard is over here on the right. And we're going to toss that coin as far as we can, and then once he takes the bait for it, we're going to then nail him with the crowbar.
What?
Now we're going to put the crowbar, excuse me. And then once he gets to the point where he's by the coin, we're going to pacify him. So he's down, but we need to, from here, we need to pick up the crowbar again just in case. We also need to drag him over to the trunk, and we're going to dump his body. Now, that body found does not pertain to that guard. It pertains to the bodyguard that we had to pacify while still in the Caruso estate. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back up the pipe, and we're going to take a pop shot at the virus from this point, because I've never been able to do it from the ground floor. So we're going to zoom in and use a rifle that you can zoom in with too. So the virus is down, drop it, and run right to the plane. And if you follow the steps like I've done in this video, you will complete the Sniper Assassin Challenge for Episode 2 Sapienza Professional Mode difficulty. And I want to thank everybody for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment to this video below. And as I always say, stay strong, game on, peace.